Welcome to Weir Reading Virtual Story Time for February 10th, 2025, Part 2. Today's theme is love. Pete the Cat, I Love My White Shoes. Story by Eric Litwin. Art by James Dean, creator of Pete the Cat. Pete the Cat was walking down the street in his brand new white shoes. Pete loved his white shoes so much, he sang this song. I love my white shoes, I love my white shoes, I love my white shoes. Oh no! Pete stepped in a large pile of strawberries. What color did it turn his shoes? Red. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. He kept on walking along and singing his song. Everything is cool. I love my red shoes, I love my red shoes, I love my red shoes. Oh no! Pete stepped in a large pile of blueberries. What color did it turn his shoes? Blue. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. He kept walking along and singing his song. Awesome! I love my blue shoes, I love my blue shoes, I love my blue shoes. Oh no! Pete stepped in a large puddle of mud. What color did it turn his shoes? Brown. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. He kept walking along and singing his song. Groovy. I love my brown shoes, I love my brown shoes, I love my brown shoes. Oh no! Pete stepped in a bucket of water, and all the brown, and all the blue, and all the red were washed away. What color were his shoes again? White! But now they were wet. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. He kept walking along and singing his song. Rock and roll. Squeak, squeak, squeak. I love my wet shoes. I love my wet shoes. I love my wet shoes. The moral of Pete's story is, no matter what you step in, keep walking along and singing your song, because it's all good. The end. Okay, we're going to make a little Pete the Cat in his shoe. For this, you'll need your Craft to Go kit, which is just a Pete the Cat head and a shoe. There. You'll need a glue stick to glue them together. And then I'm going to watercolor paint Pete the Cat. But what you can do if you don't have watercolor paints is either color it with crayons or markers or coloring pencils. But if you watercolor, you'll need a brush, which this kit comes with. And you'll need some water, which I have here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue Pete the Cat's head onto the shoe. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom of his neck and stick it in the shoe. And there he's together now. Then I'm just going to paint, and you need to decide for yourself whether his shoe's going to stay white or if you're going to make it a different color. Remember in the story, they were red, they were blue, and they were brown also. But he could have stepped in other things and turned his shoes different colors. But I'm gonna draw his eyes. His eyes are usually kind of yellow. Another option is if you have watercolor crayons, those are fun. And then you just draw with the crayons and then just use water to make the colors blend. So that's an option too. I'm gonna give him a red nose. And I'm gonna paint his body blue like in the story, but you can make your Pete any color you want. So we're gonna start with the neck. Get some on his head. Now watercolors run, so they're a little harder to paint with, so don't expect perfection here. But they're fun to use. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish painting so you don't have to watch me paint. I think I'm gonna make his shoe red because I liked his red shoes the best. And then I'll come back and show you what I got. Okay, so this is how my Pete turned out. He's got a red shoe and a blue body and yellow eyes and a red nose. So that's all there is to it. Like I said, you don't have to use watercolors. You can use regular paints. You can use markers, crayons, coloring pencils, whatever you have. But it's a fun little project.